Uh, wait, what is Trader Sam? Is that even a real thing that's like happening? Oh.
You know.
Listen, man, I just want white boy summer to happen, and it's not gonna fucking happen if you literally don't get vaccinated. Please, please get fucking vaccinated. People are so stupid. It blows my mind. Jesus Christ. Imagine having the fucking opportunity to get a vaccine, something that the rest of the world is literally dying to get. Okay? And you just fucking blow it and you don't do it because of some dumbass Facebook post that you read.
I agree with being responsible to go get help and immune. I've had many vaccines in the past, but if there was even the slightest chance that this is more going on, then I'm personally just going to wait a little bit. Eventually you'll get it, time will tell.
What? Like what do you mean more going on, dude? Like what would be the more going on? Just get the fucking vaccine. Okay, I love Disney World, but the wokeness is ruining the experience. This is the greatest fucking article that's been written, okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to read the best article that's ever been written. Maybe not of all time, but definitely in recent times, okay? Let me play some fucking music for this. Let me set the mood here. I love Disney World, but wokeness is ruining the experience. Commentary on the Orlando Sentinel by this guy. Okay, first and foremost, Disney adults, make it just harder to bully you, please. Like, I feel like Disney adults literally cannot help themselves. Like, they constantly make it so that it's impossible not to bully them, okay? Whether it's like Disney boarding, which is what I found out recently because of TikTok, or whatever the fuck this is, okay? I love Disney World, but wokeness is ruining the experience. Okay, first of all, what the fuck? It's a children's place. Like what? There is no like. It's not supposed to be like even PG-13. Okay, it's for babies. Babies go to Disney. It is marketed for the entire family. Okay, so I don't know. Did I say boarding again? I meant Disney bounding. Fuck.
White boy summer has
said boarding again. I'm fucking being Disney boarded right now. Jonathan Van Boskirk wrote this article. My family and I have been loyal Disney customers for decades. We vacation to Disney World every year. We take a Disney cruise every year or two. Consequently, we spend way too much money in Orlando. Unfortunately, I am strongly rethinking our commitment to Disney and thus Orlando.
Okay.
You have lost a loyal customer, sir. The more Disney moves away from the values and vision of Walt Disney. Wait, I'm sorry. What does he mean by this? What values is he talking about, dude?
"11 months poggers.
What was he saying? Anyway. Why is there not more anti-Semitism and racism and also union busting in Disney?
I chat hassle you too, Hussein, but you'll never notice.
The less Disney World means to me. Disney is forgetting that guest immersion is at the core of their business model. This is a roleplay frog, dude. It's like this guy is backseating Disney in the worst way, dude. Okay. Disney is forgetting that guest immersion is at the core of his business model. When I stand in Galaxy's Edge or Fantasyland, I know I'm in a theme park, but through immersion and my willingness to set the real world aside, something magical happens. -1. The spell is broken when the immersive experience is shattered by the real world, and boy, has Disney been breaking the immersion. Recently, Disney announced that cast members are not permitted to display tattoos, wear inclusive uniforms, and display inclusive haircuts. Wait, what? Disney did all of this in the name of allowing cast members to express themselves. What? The problem is I'm not traveling across the country and paying thousands of dollars to watch someone I do not know express themselves. I am there for the immersion and the fantasy, not the reality of a stranger's self-expression. I do not begrudge these people their individuality, and I wish them well in their personal lives, but I do not get to express my individuality at my place of business.
Microchip vaccine has already allowed me to connect to the 5G network towers. I am currently watching Hassan from my mind in my hand-to-riddled bedroom. What
is this, Dad? I do not get to express my individuality. You know this motherfucker means like he wants to speak like, oh, it's me, Mickey. Like that's what he wants to do at work, but they won't let him. So they are oppressing me.
The vaccine is like a seatbelt. It is available to prevent damage, but remember, it is not guaranteed to help. There is a slight chance that it can hurt you. However, the chance of a positive effect is greater if it's not made in China.
What's next is Disney is going to end the rule barring onstage cell phone use by cast members as an infringement of self-expression. More broadly, like many corporations, Disney has been politicizing its business. Full disclosure, I am Christian and a conservative Republican, so the people who run Disney and I do not see eye to eye. You'd be wrong about that, friendo. Regardless, corporations have always made politically motivated decisions. Usually it is due to the desire to make a profit. But sometimes it is due to the values of the people in the corporation. Walt Disney used his corporation to express his patriotism during World War II and his pro-capitalism beliefs afterwards. The difference today is that the people who run Disney use social media to scream to the whole world that their decision has been made for political reasons. Like what? Like when they literally were like, fuck COVID restrictions, we are opening Disney World back so that everyone that works there can get COVID. Is that what you mean? You know, left-leaning opinions like that. These people are so fucking brutal, dude. First of all, theme parks across the board are just remnants of a caste system, unironically. Like the real caste system you can see inside of fucking theme parks with like fast access passes and all this other shit. Like there is no democratic process within theme parks, okay? If you just simply look beyond the curtain a little bit, you will also recognize horrific employee exploitation, like worker exploitation, workers not even being able to fucking behave as human beings, but instead slaves trapped inside of these warm ass fucking costumes that they have, where they have to behave like a character all fucking day long. Anyway, Disney is in the process of taking the woke scalpel to the Jungle Cruise. The Trader Sam is out because he might offend certain people. Every grown-up in the room realizes that Trader Sam is not a representation of reality and is meant to be a funny and silly caricature. It is no more based in racism than every Disney caricature of an out-of-touch white American dad. Wait, first of all, brother. Wait, what is Trader Sam? Is that even a real thing that's like happening? Oh.
You know this guy has a come and take it Dr. Seuss shirt. Man's out here trying to secure the existence of his princesses and a future for Magic Kingdom children. He will probably now fight for his right to wear his hybrid cosplay at the park so he can properly express his values. Hail Disney. Poggers.
Okay, this is... I didn't even know Disney had this. But yeah. His argument is that every adult knows it's not real for a future amusement park marketed towards kids. Yeah. When I go to Disney, I go for Trader Sam. Oh, that's funny, dude. Yeah. Why can't we still see remnants of colonialist interpretations of black and brown people? When I go to Disney, I want to see that. I'm sick and tired of this. Would you? Why would you want to keep that? A kid gets scared by looking at the face? Yeah. Okay. The next time I read Cruise, I will not be thinking about the gloriously entertaining puns of the skippers. I will be thinking about Disney's political agenda. That's a mood killer. Disney proclaims that Splash Mountain must change because of its association with Song of the South. Disney owns Splash Mountain, so it can do what it wants. But if Disney screams at the top of its corporate voice, which is pretty loud, it is changing it to appease a certain political point of view. Now every time when I look at the ride, I am thinking about politics. This is the best conservative article ever written, because conservatism is this. This is what conservatism is. You understand? Like, it's about feeling as though like a mega corporation making a calculated capitalist financial decision to, I don't know, be as like marketable to as many people as possible is personally ruining this person's life. Okay. It's just like you are desperately seeking out grievances where no such grievances should exist. Like, it's great. Christian persecution complex, yet somehow he isn't the snowflake. Yeah, I know. So what is it? Song of the South? What the fuck? What is that? I don't even know what that is, but its association with Song of the South is a 1946 American live action animated musical drama film produced by Walt Disney. What happened in song? Oh, the Song of the South, racial discrimination.
My oh my.
Everybody knows Zippity Doo Dah, the Disney classic, but it's kind of hard to place which movie it comes from.
I have no idea what this is.
Early Disney films are known for being racially problematic. From particularly offensive depictions of Japanese soldiers in early World War II propaganda,
No, wait, please. Japanese customs say always shooting a man in the back, please. Oh, thank you.
to Fantasia, where the dark-skinned centaur named Sunflower plays servant to the light-skinned centaurs and has since been cut from the updated version of the film.
Why is the centaur? Why is the black centaur still not a slave?
To the
By the way, I don't know if these people conveniently forget that, like, you know, black people consume this product too. Republicans love saying, like, well, you know, conservatives buy Coca-Cola as well. Well, yeah, so do fucking black people. Like, have you ever thought about that? Like, maybe black parents don't want a little black girl, their little black daughters, to watch a fucking show where the girl is depicted as a fucking slave. Anyway,
blatantly racist Native American tribe in Peter Pan. But the worst one of all has been locked in the Disney vault for 30 years. The Song of the South takes place on a plantation in Georgia in the 1800s where African Americans and Caucasians live in blissful harmony.
oh,
There seem to be no problems at all on Grandma's plantation, and that's exactly where the problem is.
oh my God, what the fuck is this movie, dude? Oh shit!
Like the song Zippity Doo Dah, the Song of the South is utterly uncomplicated, and it strips away any sense of politics, history, or ideology that would be present at the time. It's never quite mentioned in what time period this movie is set, but it really looks like a plantation full of happy-go-lucky slaves who are more than pleased to do the bidding of their masters. Disney tries hard to obscure the fact that the song
Fuck, dude, finally, why can't they make non-political movies like this, dude? I'm sick and tired of these political movies. Why can't they make a movie that is clearly not political like this one? You know what I'm saying? Finally, getting politics out of my video games and politics out of my movies, dude. What is this, bro?
Only 6 months. Hard.
I actually watched this recently, and it made the slaves look so happy and cute. This is like, bro, this is like Birth of a Nation style racism, but somehow even more nefarious, because Birth of a Nation is like very expressly racist, right? Like it's like it has a designated goal. Like you watch it and you're like, oh, this is what the fuck is going on. Like you're supposed to watch it and consume it and be taken over by the propaganda. This is somehow more nefarious because it's like, no, you don't understand. Black people love being subjugated in this way. Come on, they're so happy. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I'm so happy I got to see Hassan find out what Song of the South is live.
The South was ever released. Slavery and racism are no longer tolerated in modern society, yet both are still prevalent across the globe.
My beautiful, beautiful house. And my wife left.
The United Nations estimates that there are roughly 30 million...
Oh, this is great, yeah. Birth of a Nation wants you to hate black people. Song of the South wants you to think you're doing a good thing for black people by enslaving them. Like, yeah, exactly. My studies in college is whack. It's adopted from short stories, nostalgic about antebellum South, and portrays ex-slaves pining for the old days and shit. My mom told me she saw it at the drive-in as a kid.
Million individuals caught up in the slave trade today. Vulnerable people, like young girls and migrants, are abducted at an alarming rate and are sold into slave labor or sex slavery, where they are often kept under the influence of drugs or the threat of violence and forced to follow orders.
This took a very...
C'est pour les captifs. Les chaînes, c'est pour l'esclave qui vient de devenir esclave.
Chains are for a slave who just become a slave?
L'esclave, descendant de plusieurs générations, il est esclave même dans sa tête. Et il est totalement soumis.
Okay, I don't know what they're going to show here, but...
ce genre d'esclavage que nous avons aujourd'hui.
The slave that the American plantation owners dreamed of is the slave they're saying is like captive in the mind.
The Song of the South may be outdated, but these problems are not. Disney paints an unrealistic picture of a Georgian plantation in the 1800s and celebrates that era in the same way that the Western world celebrates the end of slavery. Neither depiction is...
The worst part is that it came out in 1948. What the fuck, dude?
Accurate, and both miss out on vital information that affects the lives of millions of people.
Bro, this is like... Let me say something. This is on an entirely different level than like Dr. Seuss making like anti-Japanese propaganda during World War II and then apologizing for it. This is literally an entire franchise built upon whitewashing slavery and trying to get people to I don't know, reminisce about the good old days when black people were enslaved in fucking plantations and you know, doing so by mischaracterizing the horrific brutality of enslaving an entire group of people. What the fuck, dude? I like Disney back in the 40s, but they ruined my immersion when the wokeristas started letting minorities in. What the fuck, dude? Yo, this shit is crazy, dude. What the fuck? And the irony is, like, when people say you want to erase our history, what they fail to recognize is this literally erases the history of slavery, dumbass. When you turn the worst thing humans have ever done to other humans into something that is entirely untrue, pure fabrication, a fantasy that like the dominant white slave owning class decided was going to be the truth, you are literally you are actually erasing history in that respect. Holy shit. Madness. My grandma took me to see this in the mid-'80s. I was probably one of the last children to watch in the theaters in the 80s. What the fuck? Oh, this is crazy, dude. 12K dislikes. Who's here after knowing that Splash Mountain will now be Tiana's attraction? Song of the South take place in post-antebellum South, not antebellum South. There are no slaves in this film. This has real, she's actually not a lolly, but a 300-year-old dragon energy right here, but for slavery. Americans be like, hentai is degenerate, but then they turn around and like fucking have this kind of delusional take, dude. Like, come on, brother. You know what's going on there. Okay. That's crazy, dude. Okay, wow, this Disney journey is taking us on a fucking really weird place. Okay. The same with Pirates of the Caribbean. Disney has made significant changes to Pirates of the Caribbean over the years. Whether Disney caved to political pressure or really thought their altercations were necessary is irrelevant. Wait, what? So now he's mad about Pirates of the Caribbean? Listen, if Pirates of the Caribbean was historically accurate, those motherfuckers would be ass blasting one another, okay? Like, they would literally be doing gay sex on the fucking, on the ships nonstop and, like, freeing fucking slaves and shit, okay? What do you mean Pirates of the Caribbean is not historically accurate? Like, pirates are fucking communist homosexuals. Except for fucking Blackbeard, that piece of shit, who was not so much of an abolitionist later in his life. I feel personally slighted by Blackbeard. Blackbeard ruined my immersion by working with slavers in North Carolina. They stopped the woman auction they had on the ride. Not joking, dude. They got rid of a rape scene and slaves from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Pirates chasing women to rape them was my favorite part when I was a 4-year-old girl. What the fuck? There was a fucking... Wait, what? Wait, what was going on? Dude, I don't know shit about fucking Disney, but it's real weird, dude. And I know it has like an insane fandom, right? There was a burning menorah inside a fire basement on the Pirates ride. What the fuck? Pocahontas romanticizes and skirts over the atrocities committed by Europeans against Native Americans. Belle teaching Beast to be a good man and Beauty and the Beast sends questionable message about relationships to young women. And okay, some of these are stretches, right? In 1967's Jungle Book, King Louis and his subjects can be interpreted as anti-black caricatures. The Aristocats also features a Siamese cat who embodies crude Asian stereotypes. The Siamese cats in Lady and the Tramp are racist caricatures of Asian people. Native Americans and Peter Pan sing the song "What Made the Red Man Red." Pinocchio essentially becomes a child slave. Oh God, I didn't even think about it like that. Every moment of Song of the South is offensive. True. Okay, that is true. Okay, that one is like straight up, like across the board.
Notice me, senpai.
Some of it is aggressive. Okay, some of these criticisms are like over the top. This one is not. This is like literally just throw the whole movie away. Speaking of Dumbo, he gets drunk on the original 1941 film, even though he's a baby elephant. The crows from Dumbo reference Jim Crow laws and portray anti-black stereotypes. What the fuck? A similar kiss occurs at the climax of Sleeping Beauty. Iconic kiss in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is non-consensual. That's true. One of them was named Jim Crow. One crow is called Jim Crow. Did you know about the crows? They actually act like minstrels. No, I don't know anything. I don't watch this shit, dude. Wait, give me a video of the crows. Let's see. Disney World, Pirates of the Caribbean bride auction scene. What? What the fuck? Oh my God. It opened in 1967, 3 months before Walt Disney died. The ride was subsequently installed at 4 other Disney theme parks. Dude, I'm learning so much about Disney right now. Cliff Edwards is Dandy Crow, previously named Jim Crow on the original model sheets, the leader of the group of crows. The crow video, Dumbo, when I see an elephant fly.
The ninth wonder of the universe! The world's only flying elephant! Did you ever see an elephant fly?
Well, I seen a horse fly.
Oh my God, it literally sounds like Jimmy Fallon trying to do Chris Tucker. Or no, Eddie Murphy. Was he doing Eddie Murphy? I think he was doing Eddie Murphy. You ever see an elephant fly? Ooh, I'm black, by the way. Or fucking Chris Rock. I fucked it up 3 times. It was Chris Rock. Whatever. Oh my God, dude. This is crazy. Any more raised on this channel from you watching Disney clips from 10 season Crowder clips? Yeah. No institutional racism, by the way, is not riddled throughout American culture, by the way. Yeah, like this kind. Okay, so here's the thing. This is like how do I describe it? It's like innocuous. It's not even like I mean, aside from the on the nose way of like mentioning that one of the crows is fucking literally named Jim Crow. It's not even like the person who drew this wasn't even thinking twice about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, yeah, this is, you know, these crows are black and one of them is named Jim Crow.
4 months with
like,
my fav streamer Pog.
Do you see what I'm saying? It somehow makes it worse than like in his mind, he thinks he's doing like a cool thing. Dancing like minstrel dances, like is that what they're supposed to be doing, like the what is it called, like the shucking or chucking and jiving? That's what they're doing, right? Jesus fucking Christ. It's called the representation. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Kind of catchy though.
Faster! Get up flying speed! Retract your landing gear! Raise your fuselage! Take off!
Answer.
This is not excusable, but also black people have worse things to worry about than a cartoon crow. No, of course. Chucking and jiving. This was
This is where Stephen Crowder got his black person
I guess this is
impression
just
from.
another one of their...
Look! Hot diggity! You're flying! You're flying!
Will I get DMCA by this? Oh, probably. Fuck, I shouldn't have listened to this. Boomers were raised on this shit.
Why, he flies just like an eagle.
That's better than the airplane.
Brother, now I've seen everything.
But I'll
He done seen about everything when I see an elephant
with the wind.
When I see an elephant fly.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, the person who drew it wasn't doing it for the racism. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Like, that's what I meant. It's like the person who is drawing these fucking drawing these crows is just like, this is all he knows of black stereotypes. He's like, yeah, I'm just I'm just portraying them as black crows, and we're gonna call one of them Jim Crow. It's like so deeply ingrained in the way that he lives and in a part of his existence that it's like that's the way he chose to portray these characters. Look up Disney Tar Baby. What? What?
Wait, how did
Tar,
we not know?
Tar Baby? Is that even a word I can say? I feel like that's so racist that it might not even... What the fuck does that even mean, dude? Top 10 insanely racist moments? Okay, we skipped some of these. We already saw them over and over again. Wait, what is this? Japanese soldier?
Commando Duck. It may seem strange today to think of cartoons as wartime propaganda, but this was actually a common practice during World War II. Commando Duck was one such short by Disney, a cartoon that sees Donald Duck parachuting into Japanese territory for a secret mission. The short tends to focus its plot primarily on Donald's battle tactics, but there are plenty of racist moments, specifically with how the Japanese enemy is drawn.
Oh, we already saw this stuff. Okay, yeah, he's... What is this? Conveyor belt mammy doll in Santa's workshop.
Santa's Workshop was a holiday-themed Disney short which, on the surface, is a harmless tale of Saint Nick and his elves getting ready for Christmas. However, early versions featured a troubling scene between Santa and a pair of dolls, as the toy maker is overseeing quality control on the assembly line. A white doll comes down a conveyor belt, says Mama, and gets approved by Santa. Then a black doll tumbles down the belt, says Mammy, and stamps her own butt, as Santa watches on and laughs. Given that the word Mammy was
Okay? What the fuck?
slang for a black nursemaid in the time of slavery, and the doll's exaggerated features, it's no wonder Disney removed this.
The craziest thing? This movie came out in 1994. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that's crazy, dude. What the fuck?
Scene from all modern prints. Number 7. King Louie, The Jungle Book. King Louie is a beloved character from Disney's adaptation of Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book.
And old King Louie, that's me.
Louie is a Disney original, having not appeared in Kipling's original stories, but he didn't arrive without his fair share of controversy. King Louie and his ape subjects are the only characters that speak in jive slang, popular with black jazz musicians of the day.
I want to be like you.
I wonder why they chose to do that. I wonder what the reasoning was for that.
Richard M. Sherman was one of the songwriters on the film, and has been quoted as initially wanting jazz legend Louis Armstrong.
Guys, the lack of politics in these movies are fucking awesome. I mean, I'm serious, guys. Fucking, why can't we go back to these non-political movies again?
Strong to voice the king, but balked at the prospect of potentially offending the NAACP with a black man voicing an ape. So, is King Louis racist, or is it all in the eye of the beholder? You decide. Number 6, Arabian Nights, Aladdin. The American Arab Anti-Discrimination Committee wasn't too thrilled with the soundtrack for Disney's 1992 hit Aladdin. They took specific umbrage with a line in the film's opening song Arabian Nights, where the peddler sings, where they cut off your ear if they don't like your face. The committee saw this as...
Bro, okay, listen. Like, look, as far as like Middle Eastern MENA representation or like Arab representation goes, like, I think Arab people and I know for a fact that like Turkish people especially love this shit. Okay?
Disparaging towards the Arab people, and complained to Disney for a lyrical change. The company did comply and replaced the line for home video and on new versions of the soundtrack. The committee was also reportedly upset about another controversial line from the song.
Nothing triggers Turkish people like showing Istanbul as a desert, though, or like saying that Turkey is a desert. That's the only thing that Turkish people cannot fucking stand. Turks aren't Arab. Why would they care? No, but like whenever there's like Turkish representation or whatever, like people don't get mad about that.
Song. It's barbaric, but hey, it's home.
It's barbaric, but hey, it's home.
But Disney decided to leave this one in, for better or worse.
If I were as rich as you, I could afford some manners. Oh.
Number 5. Native American stereotypes. Peter Pan. Intent can be a funny thing, especially when it's perceived much differently years later.
This should be most enlightening.
Disney's Peter Pan is an
Bak
example
bak kızlar, deveye bindiğimizi söylüyorlar. Turks hate it when Westerners think that like Turkish people ride camels and live in the
this
desert.
notion, as evidenced by a shockingly racist musical number with very innocent intentions. The Native American sequence in the film raises flags with the song What Made the Red Man Red, where embarrassing Indian stereotypes
Wait, oh, it raised some flags there, huh? That's interesting.
are the order of the day. Although the scene is light and bouncy in tone, the effect years later is rather cringeworthy in its execution, a blemish on what's otherwise a classic slice of Disney nostalgia. Number 4. We Are Siamese, If You Please. Lady and the Tramp. The intentions behind Peter Pan's racism may be up for debate, but it's a lot more difficult to defend the outrageous cultural insensitivity behind the Siamese cats in Disney's Lady and the Tramp.
We are Siamese, if you don't please.
Post-World War II tensions are the only probable reasons behind the obvious Japanese stereotypes of Sai and Am, two villainous cats who sing this song. The twins are drawn with the same slanted eyes and buck teeth we saw earlier in Commando Duck, and their entrance is even marked by a gong, something that hampered Asian stereotypes in film right through the 80s and 90s. Number 3. Shungan and the Alley Cats, the Aristocats. We continue with Asian stereotypes here, proof that negative depiction of such characters wasn't only limited to the immediate aftermath of World War II. Nope. Asians were still being drawn with the same old slanted eyes and outrageous accents in 1970, as evidenced by Shungan and the gang
Motherfucker is 1970.
in the Aristocats.
Fortune cookie always wrong.
Shungan rolls with Thomas O'Malley's Alley Cat friends and performs his part of the song Everybody Wants to Be a Cat with chopsticks and a buck-toothed lisp. He isn't the only feline stereotype here, however, as there's also Peppo, an amorous Italian, and the trumpet-playing scat cat who's modeled after black jazz musicians of the 50s and 60s. Number 2. The Crows, Dumbo.
We saw the
term
Crows. I
Jim
want to see what the
Crow
number
was used
1
to
is,
describe
dude.
laws or regulations. The gang.
All right, we saw all
use
this
the
already. All right,
Crow
let's see let's see number 1. I want to know what the fucking number 1 is then.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable, or in this case, dishonorable mentions.
I guess the number 1 is the fucking Tar Baby, which is not even a term I had ever heard.
You be my man Friday. Friday, you Friday, me Mickey.
Sharper.
Who's there?
I'm the Fuller-Brush man. I'm working my way through college.
Wait, why is that even an honorable mention, dude? What the fuck, dude? Oh! Yo! I am so personally offended that Disney no longer shows the traveling Jewish salesman who is the actual wolf in the Big Bad Wolf stereotype. Bro, if these are the dishonorable mentions, like, what the fuck?
I'm the Fuller-Brush man. I'm working my way through college.
Number 1. Uncle Remus, Song of the South. Uncle Remus wasn't a Disney creation, but his depiction in this 1946 film lives on as one of the company's most infamous moments. Remus was a fictional character responsible for narrating classic African-American folktales. When he hit the silver screen, however, Remus and Song of the South almost immediately struck a sour note with audiences.
Look up, got the cotton full of beaver.
For starters, the film never explicitly presents itself as taking place in a post-Civil War South. leading many to believe that Disney was marginalizing the impact of slavery.
This shit is crazy. Like, I had no fucking clue that they just made a whole ass... I can't believe they made a whole ass movie like this, dude. I cannot believe that they did that.
That's what Uncle Remus said. That's what Uncle Remus said.
There were also a plethora of black stereotypes to be found, which eventually resulted in the film failing to receive an uncut home video release in the United States to this day.
Do you agree with our picks?
Holy shit, dude. Erase on the catalog? You're killing me. Please see, please watch. What is this? The Warner Brothers Cartoon Selection 3 from the Jim Crow Museum. Oh, God. Bro, I don't even know what's going on here. Like, is this so racist that I can't even comprehend it? Like, I don't even know what this is.
If the rhythm's been too dreamy,
If the rhythm's been too dreamy,
that cut.
Past the green of twining, and hit my trail, find out that land, without a do-da.
Okay, well, I didn't know it was going to get worse, boys. I didn't realize that, I didn't realize, is this bannable? No. Why the fuck would this be bannable, dude? What are you talking about? It's fucking literally educational, in regards to, like, depictions of black people and minstrel shit. Why? It's from the Jim Crow Museum, dude. Like literally saying, oh, they're going to they're going to ban you. This guy lives in Nevada. Nevada government's controlled by the fucking DSA. Yeah. Is this like one of those hypnosis porn wigs, but instead of turning me gay, it turns me racist? Yeah.
If you watch this in YouTube, sub to Hassan.
I hope people who used to thought blackface wasn't a big deal and watching right now thinks this is pretty racist. This stuff is so savage because it affected the way generations of white people perceive POC, and even worse, they tried to teach POC to perceive themselves this way as well. Yep.
Uncle Tom, we're glad we met you. Uncle Tom, we're going to get you. You're heading a trail for Hallelujah Land.
Okay, I'm done. All right. Okay, the Nazis were actually importing this shit during the 30s to the German audience and used it to further indoctrinate the population. Dude, yeah, it's just some real apolitical shit, dude. This is some good old wholesome apolitical anyway, listen. I can't believe we got here from the fucking guy who was like, I can't believe that Disney is no longer showing brides being sold. I am so mad. Okay, pirates used to be one of my favorite attractions. Now my family would ride it in our first day at the Magic Kingdom. Now we do not even ride it every trip. When my family rides pirates now, each of the changed scenes takes us out of the illusion because they remind us of the reality and the politics that forced the changes. Okay. Disney World is gonna lose us as customers if it continues down this path. I do not want to have Disney World taken away from us because Disney cares more about politics than happy guests. This should matter to the people of Orlando because if Disney drives away customers like me, Orlando loses money. I can take my tourist dollars elsewhere. I am going to go to the racism factory to just get all the racism needs I have, okay? I would rather keep spending them in Orlando, but people like me feel more and more excluded by Disney's decisions. The parks are less fun because immersion, and thus the joy is taking a backseat to politics. Disney, please return to the values and vision of Vault. The customer experience should be the core of your business model. Immersion should not be sacrificed on the altar of political correctness and appeasing the Twitter mob.
Pogorillo.
This is great. This is an incredible article. Thank you, Jonathan Van Boskirk, for writing this article all the way from North Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hi, chat. 10 months, Pog.
Incredible. I learned so much about how Disney used to be, I guess. Imagine going to Disneyland so you can pinpoint the tiny changes that remove racism, sexism, and the rise, and it bothers you. Yeah. And the values and vision of Walt Disney, you know, not great. You know what I mean? Maybe. This is not how Walt wanted. Why is the Jewish merchant no longer a part of the movies? This is not what Walt wanted. Okay. But Walt would have wanted me, Hasanabi, to run an ad break at the top of the hour. That's what he would have wanted, or at least Jeff Bezos wants that. So I'm gonna do it now. Can we mention how you're going to Disney too much in the first place? If you notice these changes, yeah. If fucking listen, dude. If you're hurt by fucking women not being sold in the fucking Pirates ride anymore, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you literally don't have a single fucking problem on the planet, dude.